All right, okay, it's the Saturday show here, and it's fun all the way. Saw that pretty one out there from Arista and Wizkid. In as much as some people are saying, she was sounding so much like Thames. Come on, man. What do you expect? These girls are fighting for, relevance and their spots. Being shot into the billboard for the first time ever in her life, I must say, Wizkid has a way of doing tremendous things to artists. He collaborates with, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Now let's leave actors and let's talk about actors. Yes. Actors, those people that interpret roles and characters and keep you entertained every now and then. Who protects them and how are they protected? Well, I have their chairman who protects them. I'm talking about the president of Actors Guild of Nigeria, Mr. Emeka, Rollers, right here with me in the house. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure having you right here. Let me shake your hand as the president. So how far?
I'm good.
All right. So how are you enjoying the morning so far? It's Saturday.
Well, Benin is cool.
All right. Okay. All right, cool. You came into town like when now?
Yesterday, of course.
Yesterday, all right. And I suppose you had a nice trip.
Very good.
All right. Okay. So Actors Guild of Nigeria. Now, first and foremost, let's start from the definition. AGN, for those people that might not be in the know. Like the actors and the creatives. Yes. What is the Actors Guild of Nigeria all about?
Okay. Actors Guild of Nigeria was set up some 23 years ago. For the sole purpose of protecting the welfare of actors in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And Actors Guild of Nigeria is the largest cultural association in the culture sector in Africa, with about 1 million members, and we are strongly present in 34 states of this country. And you know that in the recent years, the Nollywood industry has done very well in the propagation of culture and, of course, the promotion of the image of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Actors Guild of Nigeria is a proud affiliate of the Federation of International Actors, with strong twining relationship with the Screen Actors Guild of America and British Equity. So you now find out that as a guild, our major purpose is to ensure that an average actor gets protected whether in or out of set, and then educate the new and upcoming ones about what the acting profession is all about. Because here in Africa or in Nigeria, the issues regarding acting is still evolving. A lot of even the ones who are established do not know certain rights that are supposed to be accrued to an actor. For instance, in Nigeria, you see somebody who had appeared in over 100 movies, still not having money or still regarded as a poor person in the society. Whereas that actor ought to have been a billionaire, maybe through residuals or royalties that are supposedly paid to an actor anywhere in the world. So all of these things are what the Actors Guild of Nigeria seem to bring together for the actor to know his right and be protected as long as he is in the profession.
All right, okay. And I think that is the major reason why you're in town this weekend.
Well, this weekend I'm in town principally because on Monday we are starting the Nollywood Actors Summit, which will be taking place at the Victor Waifo Creative Hub. And it's a 3-day event. And then in the process, we're also going to have an election for national executive. Okay. You may want to know why we chose Benin for this event. Okay, let me put it this way. In 2021, January 4th, to be precise, I paid a courtesy call to the governor of Edo State, His Excellency, Mr. Godwin Obaseki. And during the process of the courtesy call, we were shown around where they call Observer newspaper.
All right.
And he said to me, this place, we want to demolish it and then turn it to a creative hub, build facilities for filmmakers to use. And I said, good. For me, I took it as one of those political promises. And then 1 year later, just 2022, they had the Edo Film Festival. And I was invited.
Okay.
I was shocked to see the same property he showed me 1 year ago having been transformed to a creative hub, and then Rock Studios, different other production houses had actually used the place to film. And I said, no, this is very wonderful. if this thing was done within 1 year, according to the governor's promise, I should be able to bring this event here. We've had governments who will tell you that, oh, we are building film villages or we are setting up creative hub. It remains like that for 4 years, 8 years, and they wouldn't do that. And I felt like instead of going to a state where we didn't have a facility for us, let me go to a state where there is a facility waiting. So it's part of appreciating the fact that His Excellency, the governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, was able to set up this place for us, and I think is part of our appreciation to come back here and do this event.
Okay, nice. Now, I must confess, man, it's awesome having your summit and having your election right here in Benin City on Monday, right?
Yes,
okay.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
All right, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all right. Yes. So it's almost a week-long affair at the end of the day. Okay, so what time will this summit be? What time will this summit be taking place?
The summit will open at 9 a.m. because the governor himself will have to declare the event open with a keynote address.
All right.
And again, there's something I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
On Monday also, when the summit opens, we have invited presidential aspirants of all the political parties to come to the summit and speak to the creative industry in terms of, okay, this is our plan moving forward. If we are going to be president of this country in 2023 elections, we have mapped out a certain plan for the creative industry. So they are all coming as well.
All right, okay. So I think it's even larger than I was expecting. you know, because it will be a nice one having these guys come talk to the creatives, like, you know. Also because these people are actually the people that keep the people, gets the people involved.
Yes,
so to speak. So
yes, because in every political setting, I must say, before a political campaign begins, the creatives are the first people to contact.
Very well.
You talk about the voiceover, you talk about visuals of actors or musicians, campaigns and all of that. So we are involved in what they are doing. So we don't want a situation where you involve our members to get elected and you don't care or cater for our members in what we need most in our profession.
Now, at this Actors Summit, right? Are non-actors invited?
Of course, it's
open for non-actors.
The Actors Summit is open for all actors in Nigeria.
No, I mean non-actors.
Non-actors.
People that are not in the profession.
They're not in the profession. No, sure. As long as you're able to register, because there's an online registration form that you need to register. So we take record that you are part of the event. You cannot just bust into our event, actually. You just go online and register.
I get it. So how do they know that? How do they get that link now?
Yeah, it's our website, it's in our Instagram handles at Actors Guild of Nigeria, it's in our Twitter pages. You see registration process. It's just a short thing. You just register, then you get a response. We have online people who are talking to you.
All right.
24/7.
And your website address should be what now? So
www.actorsguildofnigeria.com.
Okay. Can you come again?
www.actorsguildofnigeria.com.
Okay.
Then
so
the Instagram handle at Actors Guild of Nigeria.
All right. So once an individual gets there, he or she will see the registration process and get part of it. All right. So how long did it take you guys to put this together? That will be commencing on Monday.
Well, I would say 2 months. We have an organizing committee headed by Patrick Doyle, and they've done very well in seeing that this event happens on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. We have notable Edo actors as part of the committee. We have Chelsea Nojie, we have Baba Rex. All of them are members of this committee, and they're doing their best to see that from tomorrow, the whole place becomes agog, because we have delegates from all the 34 state chapters arriving tomorrow in Benin, and then starting off the summit on Monday morning.
All right. You talked about inviting the presidential aspirants. How sure, how well assured are you that they will attend?
We contacted them and we got responses. The most important thing is contacting them through a certified letter, getting responses from them, and then assurances. Some of them have even written document-wise, say, look, we must be there on Monday. It's for us to do our own duty, you understand? And we cannot say for sure, but I can assure you that at least we have 80% of presidential aspirants who are going to be here on Monday.
All right. Now that aside,
5 minutes just to speak to the creative.
Okay. All right. Now that aside, what else should we be looking forward to on that day, Monday?
Well, Monday being the opening day of the summit, it's all going to be exciting. Side attractions, dances, people who are going to like, summit, for the theme of the summit, the impact of digital technology on the acting profession. We have had great speakers. We have Norbert Young, Yukere Anunobi, we have the DG, Census Board. All of these people are going to speak to us about the impact of digital technology on the acting profession. You must know that before now we have had a lot of analog actors working way forward, but now we have content creators who have singled themselves out as skit makers. You know that these skit makers in the last 10 years or 15, they were rebels. When I use the word rebels, it's not like I'm trying to demean anybody, but they were trying to enter into the system, and the system wasn't like
allowing them to.
They just felt like, let's do things our own way. And today they've turned out to be the ones almost feeding some part of those people. So we're trying to educate actors that apart from trying to be in the system, you can actually do these things yourself. In your living room, you can set up something and be, working from there. The likes of Oga Sabinos, he lives in Port Harcourt. You can imagine living in Port Harcourt and be able to make such waves that AMVCA was able to give you an award in Lagos. So you can sit in any part of this country or the world to set up something through digital content creation facilities and begin to make something out of what you already have as talent. You must not have to travel to Asaba or to go to Lagos. Some people call you on phone and say, how do I join? I'm in Taraba State. And then will you be telling the person you have to come to Asaba? No, you can be in Taraba, bring out what you have inside of you, and then you make stardom just from your own living room. These are all part of what the digital age has brought about the profession particularly.
Okay, all right. Now, before we go, let me just chip this in. Talking about being digital now, right? The industry seems to be driven by social media for quite some time now, And I've met a couple of, well, I don't want to use the word throwback actors or old school actors because I think every test plan is a test plan. No old school, no new school, as they tend to like divide them. But I meet some that are yet to key into this, social media drive. They tell you, oh no, we have organic fan base. We're good like that. We don't really know all the social. You go through their social and they have less than, 200 or 500 followership and all of that. So what is the Guild doing to inculcate into this group of actors now, who happen to be the veterans in a way, that this is key. And this is now the new drive, and this is the new thing. They have to key into it. And,
this is exactly part of what this summit is going to be treating. Because a lot of people shy away from owning this fact that this social media has come to stay. In the media world, you see that a lot of things happen on the social media. So the conventional media outlets are becoming moribund. So they are also immediately queuing up to join what is happening, as it were. So it's part of what we are treating on Monday. You also know that although part of the things that has made a lot of people feel that the social media is not it is because of the high level of fake news and all of that. But we are trying to say, look, in every good thing, there must be bad principle. In every bad thing, there must be good principle. You cannot say, well, Benin people are bad people. No. You have good people and bad people in Benin. So we are trying to make our members be aware. We must create more awareness to see that old actors use these handles, make money from YouTube and all of that, because the world is open for you creative-wise to make as much money as you can make from every space you create for yourself.
Is there ever going to come a time where these skit makers, like you talked about earlier on, will be inducted into the AGN, Actors Guild of Nigeria?
No, a whole lot of skit makers are members of the Actors Guild.
They are members.
It's just some of them who are not members, not because they do not want to become members, but because some of them have not really had the opportunity to have this interface. Which you are embarking on right now.
Recently,
I had a meeting with Ali Baba, who is the king of comedy. Ali Baba is, of course, the custodian of comedy as far as Nigeria is concerned. And we were
stand-up comedy.
We were discussing. We said, the truth is this. In the normal global balance, there is nothing like a comedy association and actors association. All of these people are all actors. So when you come under that group, we're able to separate what you specialize on. And he agreed with me. The body also agreed with me. We interfaced and we planned to create a special time, because some of them are already our members. So The ones who are not members, they just need to understand why. Because one thing with stardom is that you think that you are a star, therefore you don't need anybody.
Yeah.
But after some time, you find out that you will need these people. And then that is what happens today. When somebody falls sick on social media, people begin to call the Actors Guild of Nigeria.
Yeah.
And you ask them, in the last 25 years of this person's practice, what has been his relationship with the body?
With the body, yeah.
And then when you do not have a relationship, you are being forced to come and handle this person's issue. So we are speaking to the ones who are reigning at this point in time. Find time to do your due diligence. Pay your dues, get involved. There's a time in your life when you will no longer be reigning, and some other new people, like the Bible says, and there arose a king who didn't know Joseph. Some young people will grow up and they don't know Shocker. So who is Shocker?
Oh yeah, very well, very
It
well.
will be the people that you had interfaced with when you were reigning that will begin to say, don't you know Shocker? Are you okay? Shocker was one of the people that built this, that.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have a record, nobody will speak for you.
Yeah.
And then some new people will just wake up
Yes.
and want
Good,
to,
good.
you know, mess you up.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Emeka Rollins, for, stopping by. And like you guys heard, Actors, Summit is happening on Monday. Monday to Wednesday, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And it's at the Victor Owaifo Creative Hub at Airport Road. So if you're an actor want to be, or you love the world of, acting and Nollywood that you want to be part of it, go to the website once again.
www.actorsguildofnigeria.com.
All right. Go in there and go get registered. Once again, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.